It doesn't matter whether you sweat profusely from the underarms, the hands, the feet, your face, or even the top of your head. Any type of excessive sweating is embarrassing. It can cause lots of problems with your social life, and I know I used to be afraid to leave my own house because my facial sweating, my head sweating, it would just be ridiculous. If you can relate, then you know the importance of finding appropriate treatments. And there really are treatments that work. After doing a lot of research, I managed to find a bunch that really worked for me. Now, not every treatment is going to work for you, especially if your sweating problem is caused by another condition, whether it be hormonal, a medical condition known as hyperhidrosis, menopause, or a hyperthyroidism condition. Nevertheless, these treatments are worth trying. At least one of them for sure is going to work for you if you give them a shot. So if you have overall body sweating, it's not cool, but these 7 tips are really going to help you out, and they're going to get you started to just sort of a drier everyday life. You should find relief with some of these. Now the first one is pretty obvious, but it does work. I want you to try to just relax more. Excessive perspiration is caused by psychological problems for many people. And by psychological problems, I know that sounds kind of intense, but if you're nervous, you're going to sweat. And if you think about your sweating, you're going to sweat. The more you sweat, the more nervous you get, which results in more sweating. It's just a never-ending cycle. So I want you to try to find ways to relax every morning before you leave the house and every night before you go to bed. Whether it be meditation, deep breathing exercises, stretching, physical exercise, like jogging or lifting weights or whatnot. Try to find an outlet that's going to help you relax more. Regular deodorants and antiperspirants are not going to be enough if you have excessive sweating. You want to use something with at least 10% aluminum chloride. And aluminum chloride is the active ingredient you want to look for in antiperspirants. That's the sweat-fighting ingredient. So products like this, like Certain Dry, and also another one which is prescription, Drysol, they're so strong that they don't even have to be applied every day. These are antiperspirant products available for the underarms. You can apply them to your hands, to your feet. You can also find cooling sprays for facial sweating. Different spray deodorants are things like Deodorite or Odoban. Deodorant is actually an orally ingested antiperspirant. If you want to look for a spray, I recommend Odoban, which is really good, and that's found on Amazon. So yeah, definitely choose the right deodorant or antiperspirant. It's going to make a world of difference. It pays to be prepared. You want to, take advantage of the following items. You can use disposable dress shields. There's a company called Kleinert, and they make these dress shields that can actually go inside of the underarms of dress shirts or regular casual shirts, and they're going to block the sweat from soaking through your underarms. They really work. You can use wipes like there's different oil wipes by Neutrogena that you can use to just soak up excessive sweat. But one thing I like is actually an antiperspirant wipe called Maxim Sensitive Wipes, and you can find them online. They're found at karathealthcare.com and some other well-known sites. You can get them from Amazon as well. And like I said before, Odoban spray antiperspirant works really well when you're on the go. You keep it in your car, you can spray it in your hands, and then just kind of dab it on your face. If you need to, carry around a spare pair of socks in your car. If you suffer from a condition called plantar hyperhidrosis, which is excessive sweating of the feet, you want to make sure you're changing your socks and keeping a fresh pair of socks on. So yeah, give those things a shot. Also, healthy eating. Again, don't underestimate the simplicity of this solution. Taking in the right minerals and vitamins, vitamin B in particular, has an effect on sweat prevention. And foods that contain a lot of vitamin B include cereal, milk, beef, eggs, fish. You want to avoid junk foods because they contain a lot of harmful chemicals or toxins, all that processed garbage, get that out of your cabinets. Junk food is going to make you sweat more because, they're harder to digest. Your body's working harder to digest them. Try eating a lot of fruits and vegetables, since they can help get rid of those toxins in your body, so that your body has to perspire less to sort of, cleanse your system. And finally, you need to drink a lot of water. Believe it or not, the more water you drink, the less your body's going to sweat. And that's because water keeps the body cold, or cool rather. It lowers your internal temperature. It also cleanses the body of toxins. So drinking lots of water is going to make it easier on the body to do its job, and it's going to help you flush out those toxins. And actually, I have a couple more for you here. Let's see. An herbal remedy, well, not really an herbal remedy, but a natural remedy to treat profuse sweating is lime. Lime juice is very beneficial for the skin when applied directly topically. It rejuvenates the skin and reduces body odor. The acidity in the lime is going to neutralize bacteria in your underarms. Lime also contains flavonoids, which are antioxidants and disinfectants. So with fewer bacteria on your skin, your sweating problem, it'll certainly be more odorless. You can also, drink lime juice if you can, mix it with water, and, sort of let it work systemically inside of your body. You want to pay attention to the types of clothes you wear and the fabrics from which they're made. If you're wearing tight nylon or polyester, you're going to sweat more. This is common sense, but, make sure you're doing this stuff. The same thing for clothing, shirts, pants, underwear, socks. You want to stick with cottons, breathable fabrics, where there's enough air to circulate around your entire body. So loose-fitting clothing is really going to help. So I want you to give these tips a try, and you're really going to notice a difference in the amount of sweat that you produce.